What's up, everyone? This is like the third time I've recorded this video, but it should be a pretty quick one. And what we're going to do is we'll implement teamDamage. This does have to be done in C++, but I promise it's not that scary once we dive into it. There's only 3 lines that you have to add, 2 files that you have to modify. I will throw those files up on my GitHub. I'll put a link in the description, but let's jump into it. So I use Writer. I've got that right here. The files that you're going to have to modify are the LyraTeamSubSystem.h and CPP file. So those are under the source Lyra game teams, and they're going to be right at the bottom here. The LyraTeamSubsystems H file that you're modifying, I think I tell you guys all the time, I have a tendency to throw everything in the public class, but this one I actually do think needs to be in the public, just because I have it to where you're going to be able to modify that elsewhere in the game. So it is this U properties, we're going to edit it anywhere, and then we're going to read write, and I have category teams. There's some other variables that category teams are just, I threw it in there. And it's a bool teamDamage. I've started wrapping everything in this at Tango Alpha Dev. Make stuff super simple to find. To be honest, I think I stole that from another developer on YouTube. I can't remember which one. It might be Nance Dev Diaries, but I just thought that was a great tool, and it makes stuff super simple to find. So I noticed I've got this Lyra weapon state component. I was originally looking for where the teamDamage was. It wasn't in here, but it was in the include files, which is where I saw this LyraTeamSubsystems, and that kind of led me to finding it. So once we implement this bool here, we'll go into the CPP file, and really there's only 2 lines that you have to edit. Makes it nice. So right under here, I forget where it's the LyraTeamSubsystems, right? So I just added, I don't know if I added the colon or if that was there. I think I added it. But it's just this teamDamage, we're going to set it to false. So this basically you're initializing this variable, and we're setting it to false by default. I have this again in here. I haven't wrapped it, but I got it in here. It just lets me know this is a single line that I've edited. So then you're going to go down to find the CanCauseDamage function. So it's the bool LyraTeamSubSystem CanCauseDamage. If you want to hard code into your game to where you're always causing team damage, all you have to do is change this to true, and it will always come back as being able to cause team damage. But what I have is I've set this as a variable, so that way you can add it into, say, like a different game modes if you want it enabled, different, based on the difficulty, if you have it enabled or not enabled. And that's where you have this check, right? I always forget what this symbol is called. It's right under the backspace, or right over the backspace. It's shift backspace. I forget what it's called, but you add 2 of these, and that in C++ is OR. So basically what you have is the different teams, or teamDamage is on, right? So I've added this teamDamage check. That's it. Really, those, I guess it's technically 4 lines, right? But those are the only lines that you have to add in the CPP files. So once we get it up and running, I'll show you. If I go ahead and start, it takes a minute to load the first time, but so I can damage them, but if I go to damage my teammate, nothing happens, right? So that is the default. That's what we like. Now you can modify, because it is that read write anywhere, you can modify that anywhere in your game. Just for these purposes, I'm going to open the level blueprints. We already got that open here. So right off begin play, I'm going to look up the team subsystems. We'll get that off of there. That's where we're going to set, sorry, I spelled that wrong. We're going to set the teamDamage. Notice it is set to false by default, right? Because that's what we coded it as. We'll go ahead and hook this up. We will change this to true, compile. Let's load back into the game. And now we'll aim. Everything's working. Notice the headshots still work. But here's my guy, and it works, right? I'll go ahead and throw a grenade. It's going to kill him. Causes damage. He'll respawn in just a sec. Whenever he respawns, there he goes. And I can cause melee damage as well. So that is working. That's it. It's super simple once you actually get into it, but that's all it is. And I guess it's that time. So if you found this video helpful, if you liked it, subscribe, notify, share all of those things. And then if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you guys next time.